What's good? We back, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. It's your boy TJ Goodfella. One time for the one time we grinding. And what would be adequate compensation for moving Ameer Abdullah is the question. I know a lot of people want Ameer Abdullah moved. They want him gone, fumble, no matter how good he looks, because he looked good in preseason 1 year. And he hasn't produced on the field for real on a consistent basis. So, I mean, what would be the ticket for him? And for me, I think a solid 5th round pick or a pass rusher, or a linebacker, a linebacker that can help us, But I think a 5th round pick is adequate enough for him because, you might can push a 4th, but the 5th to be just to keep it real, because of how much he brings to a team, He can be a good third down back. He can be a receiving back. He can play some slot receiver. He can return kicks. He led the NFL at the most kick return yards 1 year. And he can also return punts, So a solid 5th round pick, I think a lot of teams can use a guy like Ameer Abdullah, A lot of teams could, You look at the Philadelphia, not the Philadelphia Eagles. You look at the New York Giants, they can use him with Saquon Barkley, They use another gadgety type of guy. You look at the Tampa Bay, they can use him. You look at the Baltimore Ravens, they can use him. You know what I'm saying? So there's plenty of teams out there that can use a guy like Ameer Abdullah. It's a lot of teams that like him, like Arizona liked him coming out the draft. They was going to draft him. I think the Lions moved up or picked him right before Arizona was about to get him. So I think he's just he's a product of circumstances. The reason he hasn't succeeded is because of the Detroit Lions, period. They didn't know how to block. They didn't know how to run the ball. They ran all these finesse run plays. And that's the issue. That's the major issue. But now they starting to get their schematics together. They starting to look good. They starting to run the ball better. So now you're starting to get a totally different, situation with Abdullah. And now there's lanes to run through. There's holes to go through now. Now he can see shit with more clarity. Excuse my language. But before, he's not a running back that can make something happen when nothing is there. It's not a Peterson. He ain't nobody like that. He needs a glimmer of a light to make something happen. He don't need a lot of light in a hole to make something happen, but he does. But I think 5th round pick would be adequate enough to move Ameer Abdullah. I think that's a solid pick. I mean, this year in the 5th round, you got Terrell Crosby, who may potentially be a starter in the near future or in the far future. You never know. And I think a 5th, and if you're talking players, then you need players that can produce. You might want a player that might have a trouble past or need to change the scenery that can produce. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would love to see Dante Fowler, but I think Dante Fowler, Ameer Abdullah straight up is not an adequate deal. Even coming off 2 years ago with a knee injury and then coming back, not looking so good, and last year trending better. You know what I'm saying? But the Lions, it's time for them to stockpile draft picks. And if you were going to trade Ameer Abdullah, or if you feel like you got other players that, whatever you feel like you need to move them, or I still got value, or you don't plan on re-signing guys, now is the time to accumulate draft picks. Now it's time to do the Patriot way, trade up, trade down, and dominate the draft year in and year out. And that starts with Ameer Abdullah. You get a 5th round pick for him, and you just continue to move on. Or you want a player, you get a linebacker that's going to come and help you. Get a pass rusher that can come help you. It's options. But, if they're going to move him, they're going to move him. I think he's more valuable to the team, in my opinion. Some people just, they so done with him that they just want him gone. But let me know what y'all think is an adequate draft pick for Ameer Abdullah. I don't want to hear no first and seconds. Now, come on, man. If y'all don't understand how NFL draft picks work, man, I can't help you. But shout out to everybody. Definitely appreciate everybody for sharing and subscribing, hitting the bell icon. Won't miss another video as well. Also, we're on social media. That information is in the description. And, we still waiting to monetize. When I monetize, I put up the super chat so you can donate, and also put up the PayPal link so you guys can donate as well to the cause. We're going to be bringing some live footage, some live commentary coming. Not the first game. I believe I'll be at the first Jets game. So it won't be there. It'll be too loud. But appreciate everybody. We on to the next. One time for the one time we gone.